All right, so here's my journal. Hopefully you were able to already set it up, and if you weren't, then I have a plan B for that too. So for those of you that did get it set up, we should have 3 pages in the front, then several pages with our glossary, and here's our Unit 1 table of contents. So our first lesson is on divisibility rules. Divisibility rules. And on GCF, which is greatest common factor, and we'll come back to that. So I'm actually going to put that this is going to start on page 1. All right, and so when I turn this over, I'm going to leave this side on the left blank, and this is going to be my page 1. So divisibility rules. Okay, so the divisibility rules for some of the numbers are pretty straightforward, like the divisibility rule for 2. A number is divisible by 2 when it's an even number. So it just has to end in an even number. There's just a couple of the rules, like 3 and 4 and 6 and 9 that cause a little bit of trouble. So as you're working through the divisibility rules, come back and watch this for some examples. So we're going to test 3, right? We're going to talk about the divisibility rule for 3. Okay, and it says that I add up all the digits, and if that number is divisible by 3, then the original number is divisible by 3. So like 816. So here's how I test it out. I add 8 plus 1 plus 6 because those are the digits in the number, and I get 15. Okay, so since you can divide 15 by 3 and get 5, and it comes out with no fraction, no remainder, no decimal, right, since 3 goes into 15 and it comes out 5 even, then that means that this number is divisible by 3. So it is divisible by 3. So the rule for 4, 4 is that when I look at the very last 2 digits, so it doesn't matter how many digits are in the number could have 10 digits, it could have 12 digits, 1,000 digits, it doesn't matter. I only look at the last 2. Okay, so I'm going to look, some eyeballs, look at last 2 digits only. Only look at last 2 digits. So let's say I have 7, 4, 2, 9, 6, 5, 6. I can ignore all of this. I'm only going to look at last 2 digits, okay? And so to test it out, I can go right here, 5, 6. Is that number divisible by 4? So 4 goes into 5 one time. 1 times 4 is 4. Subtract, I get 1. 1 is less than 4, so I bring down the 6. 4 goes into 16 4 times, no remainder. So then yes, this number is divisible by 6. By 4. The rule for 6. The rule for 6 says that a number is divisible by 6 if it's divisible by 2 and by 3. So basically it's saying that the number has to be even, meaning it ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. So the number is even and is divisible by 3. So if it's an even number that's divisible by 3, then it is also divisible by 6. So we're going to go back up here to this rule for 3 and use that again. So, and I'm going to give you 2 examples this time. So let's say we have, let's go 3, 1, 8, 6. Okay, right here. So it's an even number, right? So then I ask myself 2 questions. 1, is it even? Yes. Okay. Is it divisible by 3? Divisible by 3? Let's find out. 3 plus 1 plus 8 plus 6. Remember, we add the digits of the number, and if the number we get is divisible by 3, then it's divisible by 3. So 8, 1, and 6 is 15, plus 3 more is 18. So if we add those together, then we get 18. So is 18 divisible by 3? 18, 0, then yes. If I can say yes to both of those questions, then the number is divisible by 3. So since I can, then yes, this is divisible by 3. I'm sorry, not by 3, by 6. So it has to be divisible by both. All right, another example. So let's say we had 6, 1, 8, 3. Okay, those are the same digits we used in the other number. And so when we add them together, 6 plus 1 plus 8 plus 3, we get 18, and it's divisible by 3. Right? It's divisible by 3. Remember, we got to ask ourselves 2 questions to see if it's divisible by 6. So is it even? The answer is no. Is it divisible by 3? Yes. But remember, we have to say yes to both. So is this number divisible by 3? No, it's not.